Alright everybody, welcome back. It's Vicious here again with another 20 waves deep. Today we're going with Frost. Now Frost, restart that. Hello all, Vicious here again. Today we're going to run 20 waves with Frost, and I'm using Frost Prime. Let's go to the arsenal and see what we've got equipped. So right now we're using Frost Prime, like I said before. Let's check what we've got in the mods out. So in the mod slot for the Aura, we are using Steel Charge. Gotta get that plus 18. The X-List, we're using Power Drift. Super helpful. We've got a Prime Flow, maxed out. Streamline. Intensify. Stretch. Chilly Globe. Ice Wave Impedance. Fatality. Redirection. Now I know a lot of people are going to go, why are you running two augments? That is not the way you run Frost. You run Frost this way. And to be honest, I use Frost for a lot of mid to low high level missions where we need crowd control in order to throw down an ice wave or throw up a globe, and just really anything that comes in there, we need to stop it for just a second in order to kill it. So he's great for crowd control. Not the best at crowd control. There's other frames that do it better, but still very effective. And he gets the job done. Gets the job done for sure. Now, what are we running in our primary slot? We're going to run Soma Prime. Soma Prime, if you are new to Warframe, Soma Prime is the gun you are going to want to get it if you like machine guns. Soma Prime is a absolute monster. It used to be really good, so good in fact that they had to nerf it because it was being used so much. Something like 30% of everybody carrying primary was carrying Soma Prime or something. They had to nerf it because it was just ridiculous. The slash damage down here, 127.1. That's with everything on it. But oh my lord, the amount of lead you can throw down range is just insane. So with it, we're running Hammer Shot, plus 60 critical damage, plus 40 status chance. Vital Sense, which is plus 120 critical damage. Split Chamber, plus 90% multi-shot. Serration, plus 165 damage. Point Strike, plus 150 critical chance. Hunter Munitions. Now this is a mod slot that I'm kind of playing around with right now. I'm not sure if I want to keep Hunter Munitions in there or go to Shred, but it adds a 30% chance to apply a slash proc on critical. Okay? Fang Palisade, plus 120 slash. That's part of that slash mod set. And then for our Riven on this one, we're running Soma Visican, plus 61.2% multi-shot, plus 121.6 damage. Now, Hunter Munitions. I mentioned I'm not sure if I want to stick with this one or if I want to run Shred eventually on my final build. But Hunter Munitions, plus 30% chance to apply slash proc on critical. Now, why would that be a big deal? Because look at the critical chance. 75% with an 8.4x multiplier. That means 1 in 3 times that I hit, I'm not only going to apply my status, but I'm also going to be applying this slash proc. Why is that important? Because the slash proc goes directly against health. It is a bleeding effect. It is fantastic against literally everything. So Hunter Munitions, like I said, I'm playing around with it. Maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't. We'll see. Oh, and on my Soma Prime, I'm also 4 Formas in. In the secondary, we're going to be running Telos Sac Boltos, Syndicate Weapon from Arbiters of Hexus. On this one, we are running it simply as a status weapon. So you can see that status chance there, 95.9%. So we are going to get our status on, and right now with this build we are making corrosive damage, just a little over 1,000 corrosive. But this is really going to help out, especially if we have something that comes up with high shields, especially if they're still for a second. So that chilling globe, the ice wave impedance, I can hit those targets with the corrosive damage, get those procs on, and then, you know, switch over to the Soma and just rip them apart with the slash procs, or, you know, maybe a teammate knocks them out by then. It's all up in the air, but it's a nice little, you know, ebb and flow with Frost. We're using Sure Shot, boost that status chance up a little bit. Lethal Torrent plus Fire Rate plus Multi-Shot. Hornet Strike plus 220% damage. Convulsion plus 90% electricity. Jolt plus 60 electricity plus 60 status. Pistol Pestilence plus 60 toxin plus 60 status. And Barrel Diffusion plus 120 multi-shot. Now, for the Riven, Akbolto Toxi Lexicak plus 1.7 punch through, plus 66 puncture, plus 58.6 toxin. The punch through is awesome, especially if you can get enemies coming out of a doorway where you can go through and hit 2 or 3 enemies in one shot. And the puncture damage. Telos Akboltos is originally a puncture weapon, so that's just awesome. And then of course we got the toxin there, so we can build out for corrosive, viral, and gas as we see fit. Again, we're running 3 formas deep on Telos Akboltos. Probably could do with another one, to be honest. There are some prime mods I need to get in there, especially for the gas and viral. But, you know, we'll get there. Why don't I run Prime Pistol Gambit? Because it only has a base critical chance of 13%, and if I took Prime Pistol Gambit and I put it in over, say, where I have Jolt right here, okay? First off, it's not going to fit, but it's only going to raise my critical chance to 32.9, and it's actually really going to, you know, hurt my status, which I like this as a status weapon, so we're going to leave this in here. People say, well, if you put Prime Target Cracker in, it'd be worth it. Not really, because, again, now I'm wasting mod points on damage that might only happen a third of the time. So, I like the status build. I think that's definitely the way to go with Telos Akboltos when you do get them. Again, in the melee slot, we're going to stick with the Zal. We're still leveling it up. Got to get it up to 30 today. Maybe in this video or the next one, we're going to get that to 30. Get it maxed out so we can take it to the plains and get it gilded. Then we can really start putting the mods to it, see what we can do with this thing. I'm super excited about that. Our companion today is going to be Carrier Prime. He's going to be holding Sweeper Prime. So fantastic shotgun weapon for our Sentinel, and it's going to be great. I haven't shown you guys my Carrier Prime build yet. So Carrier Prime is modded out decently well. We have ammo case, which is going to make sure that we keep picking up the ammo that we need. Animal instinct, so we can see what's going on around us as far as loot, whatever. Guardian gives us a little bit more survivability. Fired up, we're going to get a little bit of fire damage. Striker, as long as the enemy's within 10, he's going to hit it. So he'll start chewing away at it too. We've got regen, we've got calculated direction, so we're boosting his shield capacity. We've got sanctuary, so I'm going to get a shield while I'm reviving. Again, Frost is utility. Enhanced vitality, that's just overall health, and vacuum to help pick up all that loot that we're going to get, that sweet loot. Of course, I've got more mod slots, more mod points to put in here. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get more than just the one forma that we have in Carrier right now. But, you know, that's all time and really money. Eventually I'd like to get Prime Regen in instead of regular regen. But as it is right now, he pretty much stays alive consistently. And then of course we've got Sweeper Prime, which is Carrier Prime's main weapon. Don't have a lot in there, and the reason is because I typically use Vacor Heck. So we're actually going to swap out that Sweeper Prime. I would love to go with Volclock, but I don't think it'll let me. Right. It's not going to let me because we're running Soma Prime. So Volclock, actually, if you buy the numbers, is probably one of the best Sentinel weapons in the game, hands down. Of course, you see they're saying we're not going to be able to use hammer shot. I'm going to have to get another one of those. And I had to pick up the second serration, so I'm going to have to level up a second serration. Am I frustrated about it? Absolutely, I'm frustrated about it. But there's other stuff. We actually could go ahead and put some more stuff in here. But, well, let's see. Metal auger. That's going to give him a whole bunch of punch through. We've already got vital sense in there. Let's put shred in. Oh, we have shred. Okay. What's our magazine size? 10. That's not really worth it. We're making radiation, which is fire plus electricity. So... put in hellfire. And... don't really have... what's our status? 40%, 4.8 punch through, fire rate. We could probably go with a little bit of a fire rate boost, realistically. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off track in this. I'm just trying to figure out what would be best to throw in there. I think we're just going to throw in a wildfire. And, yeah, call that good for right now. I don't want to spend too much time away from actually playing the game. Alright, so Frost. We're going to get in 20 waves deep here and see how we do. First off, I know we're going to be just fine. We are set to public, and let's go something maybe a little bit mid-tier. How about a T2 defense for Void? 30 to 35, 10 to 15. That's survival. Sabotage, mobile. Alright, T3 defense it is. Oh, yeah. Warframe, one thing it does better than Destiny, I can move my ship on the loading screen. And if that is not enough, oh my goodness. I got Destiny 1 because I thought it was going to be great. Played it for like 2 weeks. It was actually pretty nice. I didn't mind it. Thought it was okay. But oh my. All right. So, as you can see, we've got our snow globe up.
Attack us and we will counter.
We are gonna do just fine. We're gonna focus on this main hallway right here. See? I told you, Soma. It's a beast. Let's play a little bit with the Telesec Boltos. You guys can get a feel for how those work. It's really going to drive them back. And the sound of the weapon is really, really satisfying. We're going to have a little bit of a problem as far as getting kills because of Mesa Prime. But we're going to do fine with support. Mesa is not a tank. Mesa is a glass cannon. But it's actually funny. These are the Edo Prime shoulder blades, which tells me that this player bought the Volt Prime accessories pack. So that was out a while ago. This is actually a pretty good setup. Having the Mirage Prime, the Mesa Prime. Good deal. See that Soma, it just saws through everything. Chilly Globe right there, did you see it triggered? The guy came up, tried to hit me. Immediately froze solid. Immediately frozen solid. Boom. That's his number 4. That's Avalanche. And it also has a freeze proc on it, so super useful. It did take out my bubble, so that's a little frustrating, but we'll get that right back up. Yeah, we got an Argon Crystal. That's what I'm talking about. Remember, with Argon Crystals, they do have a half-life, so whatever you get today, half of them will be gone tomorrow.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Yeah, we're gonna be just fine. Don't worry about that. We're gonna be just fine. Being that it's T3,
Fighting.
I'm not sure that we'll make it all the way to wave 20.
Another opportunity to extract
But I'll do my best. Like I said, he's more of a support frame.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Nope, there's another Argon Crystal. We might just have to play this one really close for a minute. Come on, go down. There we go. It's all in there, getting some melee kills today. Let's reset. God, I love the Soma. Like I said, freeze them, hold them, wipe them out. That's what Frost wants to do, right there. So freeze them, establish control, wipe them out. We're gonna go ahead and throw down some energy pizzas here while we're getting this next wave coming in. Alright, everybody's close enough. Avalanche gets a reset. Taking out my bubble, root that bubble back up. Avalanche again. Nope. Hold them still. Arbiter's a Hexus proc go off. control module laying out there. Unfortunately, I've got about 1 billion of those things, so... Avalanche in. Now, I know I haven't used Ice Wave yet, but it's coming, trust me. Double bubble. Texas proc go off. That must be the wolf. Yep, that's the wolf. There's the Ice Wave. Oh my goodness. Nope, What is this, like the Stalker, but harder? Wrong button. Oh my goodness. Why the fire? Why the puncture proc? Now I know what everybody's gonna say. Oh my god, you're gonna go down. See, there's that regen. Thank you. The answer is no. We're not gonna go down. Snow globe will automatically push any enemy that's inside the snow globe outside of the snow globe. So, super useful. Cast the snowball towards the snow globe. It'll explode, damage everything inside of it, and most of the stuff around it. This wolf guy is really starting to piss me off. Got a second globe up. Yeah, I might have to pull at 10, given that this guy is just absolutely interrupting my sheet. And, you know, I didn't really bring the strongest weapons because I was trying more to, like, show you guys how it was going on. So, definitely frustrating. I brought T3 weapons, and he is like T5, so I'm getting some hits in on him, but as you can see, that's, you know, make a random event boss. Actually, that might be part of my problem. Nope, he's got plenty of shield. Ugh. I have an idea. Oh, that's pretty weak at the moment. Let's keep going with Soma. That's going to be our best bet, I believe. Seems like they fixed the amps. The amps used to just run through everything, but now... This is a 10 wave, so maybe we won't actually make it to 20, but... Ugh. Look at that. Took out 300 health. Just blinking. They are gone now, so maybe I should have just gone down sooner. I don't know. Anyway.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can
As it stands, I think I can go to at least 15.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
That was just absolutely frustrating with that random event. I like the random events, I really do, but I think as far as the void is concerned, the void should be off limits to random events, because a lot of people come here for higher level runs, or you can just, you know, use higher level stuff. Like I said, Frost for me is kind of that mid-game frame that you want to have. Very support. Not support in the sense of he's going to be giving you heals or whatever, but definitely support in the sense that, you know, he's going to lock enemies up, give you a chance to reload. This right here.
Get comfy, dreamers.
Get
One
him
of our
off of
own
there.
believes they are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
Yes, ma'am. Wave 11 all wrapped up. Only 13 left on our snow globe. Let's go ahead and pop that. Get up another bubble. I always feel like Zorro on this one because, you know, you're in the middle of everything. The Master's Circle, the Master's Wheel, whatever. As everything's coming in towards you. That's another thing, man. Chilly Globe, slowing those enemies down. Gives me time to rotate. Reload. I love it. We popped that one, and get another one. It's cheap to cast. Now, as I'm shooting, you might notice I'm missing some shots. The reason I'm missing some shots is because as soon as I hit like a larger enemy that I have to focus a lot of fire on, I start to watch that upper left-hand corner where my radar is at, because I want to know if anything's coming in behind me. And when stuff's coming in behind me, if I need to rotate, I can rotate maybe away from that larger enemy if I have to. Wave 12. Will we make it to wave 20 with Frost? We will see. Is this the best build for Frost? Probably not. Would it be easier if we had a squad of 4 people? Absolutely. There's a nullifier right there, and I do not like that. Nullifiers suck. You can see the gauge down in the bottom right hand corner with the percentage of health that your bubble has. So, your job as Frost is to defend whatever it is that has health. Your job is to keep that bubble up and keep the control of the enemies coming in around that bubble. So you want to be able to quickly dispatch the enemies as they come into contact with the bubble. Be able to keep that bubble up, freeze stuff up, hold on to it. He's really just all about control. Frost wants control. And Frost will absolutely have control with a proper build. Guys, I think we're going to be able to go to 20 with this. I think this is going to be just fine on T3. Now wave 15 might come and I might be singing a different song, you know, as I'm getting stomped and rocked and thrown all about, but so far we are definitely holding our own. Bubble down, bubble up. Not enough for the avalanche. That's okay, we probably didn't need the avalanche anyway right there. Not enough enemies really in the area. Okay, we've got some ancients out there. Well, where did you come from? Heavy gunner. Now we're gonna get that avalanche in. Freeze them up. There's that regen coming in handy. Snow globe. Corrupted Moa there. I hate nullifiers. So there we are, wave 14 now.
Let's go on the offensive.
Yes, let's. Let's go on the offensive with a defensive frame. That sounds like a great plan, Tenno. Oh, Argon Crystal. How about that? We got an Argon Crystal and we actually really didn't move away from the safety of our bubble. This is my bubble. I want to stay in it. Mow stuff down as it comes up to us. See that regen keep going off? They knocked my shields out. Carriers got me right away. All. And if ever something doesn't freeze up, you can just literally hit it with Snowball, which is the #1 from Frost, and freeze it immediately. So, you know, bigger enemies maybe that seem like they're impervious, smash them with Snowball, you'll be just fine. Case in point. Especially those heavy gunners. Those heavy gunners deal a lot of damage. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna try to make this all the way out to 20. I don't want my video description to be a lie. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna get to 20. We're gonna get to 20. And I know there's going to be people who are, oh, 20 ways, that's not actually deep, that's not deep ways, blah, 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 blah. Well, listen, to go 20 solo with Frost on a T3, that's kind of, especially given our loadout, we're kind of pushing the boundaries of what we can do. This current mod setup, how we're rolling with it. So don't worry, don't fret. Can you go deeper? Yes, you absolutely could. With a 4-man squad, Frost defending, you can go as deep as you would like. But, there's always that caveat of do it solo. And their armor really scales up once it hits level 40. It scales up big time. Time to start hitting with the corrosive. You saw that heavy gunner go down a lot faster against the Telesac Boltos than the Soma. While the Soma was going to throw out a lot more lead, the damage type that we have on the Boltos is really going to saw through that armor. Slash damage is really good against flesh. It used to be like the meta damage type of slash. Everybody built slash, and then when damage 2.0 came out, that all kind of changed. But slash is still very effective. I'm not gonna say it's not effective. It is super effective.
That was a close one.
You can see, like, every bullet we're throwing, we are just constantly coming up crits with the Soma. Constantly coming up crits. So did you see that? I hit him a couple of times and the armor just completely faded away. That proc's rolling. That bombard, man. Ugh. For instance, full health basically. Got our proc on. His armor just melts. As soon as that corrosive proc hits, armor doesn't matter. We're gonna go straight through it with the corrosive. You can see there is a little bit of projection flight speed with the Voltos, so you either have to be really, really accurate or anticipate what the enemy's going to do, how he's going to move. You can see him trailing. Gotta make sure we take care of those nullifiers. They get up here, they start taking stuff out, it is going to be all game over. See the 135s and the 14s and stuff coming off of him, that's all slash proc damage. Booyah! No, you had to use health pads, you had to use energy pads. Yeah, well, you know what? They're equipment in the game. If you don't use the equipment in the game, I can't help you. I can't help you, you know? But I think sometimes Frost gets a bad rap because people don't know how to play him. Like, for instance, Limbo. People hate to play with Limbo in their squads. Why? Because Limbo just controls everything. Limbo is always in control of the map. Who can damage who? Where can damage where? What's going on with this enemy? What's going on with that enemy? And people that play this in squad format, they don't want to be their Warframe to be controlled. They want to win. They want to deal all the damage. They want to get all the kills. I mean, Mesa wants to take all the kills. Saren wants to take all the kills. But they are also glass cannons. They will drop really easily under the wrong circumstances. If you make one slip up with them on high level, you're going down. I don't care. You are absolutely going down. You make one mistake. Frost, is he gonna go down? No, the only time we've gone down in this match is when we were dealing with that syndicate attack, that random event. Is that gonna happen every time you play with Frost? No. Is that gonna happen every time you play Warframe? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I remember when I started playing, the Stalker was like the scariest thing in the world. Because I had low level frames, and he would show up and I would get owned, and it was creepy. Yeah, you know, it just made your skin crawl every time he'd come on the screen. I am your death. It's like, what is this guy? What is his problem? I didn't know. I didn't understand. But you know, as we went through Hunhouse Gift, as we got, you know, expansion after expansion, which is great that we get expansions in a free-to-play game. I think that is just awesome. As we got more and more updates, more and more updates, more and more releases, it was just more and more and more and more and more fantastic. My journey with Warframe has been about 4 years, and I can't say that I've loved every minute of it, because it has been a grind. Absolutely, it has been a grind. But, you know, the content that I've gone through, I've absolutely loved. This game is exactly what Destiny promised that it would be, and then failed to deliver on. So, it's crazy to me.
Reinforcements available.
Absolutely crazy.
Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Let's go ahead and extract. 477 kills. Our Zal didn't quite make it to the next rank, but that's okay. You know, we did fine. We did have the one death, but that was from, like I said, a caveat there was that random event. But can you go 20 waves with Frost T3 solo with this setup? Yep, no problem. Easily done. with better weapons. For instance, if I had taken my Vacor Heck, my Vacor Marlock there, my Vacor Marlock is so much further built out than my Telesec Boltos. It's funny. If you want to see the information on those builds, make sure you check out the 20 minutes of Saren video that's going to be going up here soon on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, that video is already posted. Make sure you click over, make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what content you'd like to see on the channel. If you're watching on Twitch as we're streaming, pound that heart, man. Give me a thumbs up, let me know you're out there watching, give me a follow, support the channel, support the stream. Absolutely love it to have you guys as part of the audience, and love to just keep making content. Video gaming brings me joy, and I'd like to share some of that enjoyment with you guys. So, as Red Green used to say, we're all in this together. Keep your stick on the ice. I'm Vicious. This is Frost Prime, and I'm out.